Is that good? Hello, I'm Tristan Woodman and I'm 19 years old and I play 7 and I play for England under 20s.
My name is Rekeiti Ma'asi-White. I'm 20 years old, I play centre and I play for England under 20s rugby.
My name is Nathan Mitchelow. I'm 19 years old. I play back row for England under 20s.
First got into rugby down at my local rugby club, World Rugby. No big interesting story, I'm afraid. Just messing around with my mates and yeah, just fell in love with it from there.
My dad was playing when I was young. I was 8 years old. My dad took me to a session at Stanley Rugby Club in Leeds when my dad was playing. I started playing rugby league to start off with, sort of moving my way to rugby union then, and playing rugby union ever since then.
I initially played when I was like a young kid, just a bit of tag, and then I stopped playing, and then I properly started playing rugby at my school in Upminster, Cooper's Company and Coburn School in Year 7, and kind of just stuck through it through there and was fortunate enough to get into Saracens from there and onwards.
A highlight so far, I would probably say, is getting my first England cap for the under-18s, which I got last year, and then getting signed my first professional contract. That was a big thing, and then playing my first game for Sale in the Prem Cup against Exeter.
I think when I was at school, year 8, I was a year 8 and went to Rosalind Park Sevens. That was a pretty big tournament, and yeah, my school won it. I think second year in a row, which was quite special. My other highlight is probably getting man of the match against Italy in the Six Nations earlier this year.
Big highlight for me would have been my professional debut against Quins in the Prem Cup, start of last year. Another big milestone was I managed to play Premiership rugby the first time a few months back, and then coming here for the first time part of the squad as well. The 20s is class.
Feels amazing to represent your own country. Very proud singing that national anthem. It feels surreal really, because you see people doing it on TV for the senior team, and to do it for the under-20s, it's a massive thing, and it gets better each time really.
The opportunity doesn't come every year. I've learned to not take them for granted. You learn a lot of things in the under-20s. It's a different environment compared to the club.
Having not been involved in some of the Six Nations stuff, it's quite a surprise getting like the text and the emails that I'm coming in, but being here is one of the best experiences I think I've had in a long while, and it means a lot to me.
Favourite one is probably scoring against Fiji, and we've been doing like legacy stuff, and we've been to this one school. One of the kids told me to do the celebration, and I hit it straight away. And yeah, we saw them in the crowd afterwards, and it was a good feeling to see them.
Highlights probably the dice rolls we have in our meetings. Every number on a roll on the dice, has a different punishment. I think a lot of the boys have been getting those in our meetings, so it's been very entertaining as well. You're always in the physical environment, and to like a chilled meeting, it's kind of you got to have that balance. So I think it's quite good to have that.
The Ireland game as a debut, coming off the bench, was a really good feeling to come off. Obviously we didn't get the win, but it was still like a nice feeling being able to play and run out for England for the first time.
Feeling when I got told I was coming out to South Africa was massive, because we'd just done prep in Georgia, so to make it through into the South African squad was a big deal. I was sat having breakfast with my mum, and yeah, we were both very happy.
I was very proud of myself, because I think where I started my debut against Wales, I was on the bench and I wasn't really kind of involved in the Six Nations last year, so I was obviously very stoked.
Didn't really expect it, and it was because obviously back row here is so competitive, so it was a really good feeling.
After this tournament, have a nice break. No, but I really want to go back to clubbing, impress at clubbing, try and put my best foot forward and get playing in the Prem really.
My dreams, obviously everyone's dreams, probably to play for England, reach the stars and play for Lions as well. But I think short term, probably getting my Premiership debut next season or the season after.
Like opportunities seem to come as the more you kind of work. So I think stick with what I'm doing, just keeping head down, trying to focus on becoming a better player, and then hopefully the opportunities follow from there.
My favourite England playing growing up, I'd probably say James Haskell, just because he was a bit of a menace and I quite liked that. I like his podcast as well that he does.
My uncle, when I was younger, gave me a jersey, a Leicester jersey with Manu Tuilagi on it. He was my idol growing up, and really him and Malachi Fekitoa.
It's gonna be really bad because it was Billy. Like, obviously playing at the same club as him now is quite weird saying that. But I think growing up, because obviously I came into it quite late, he was a big name. And I think following him was quite a big England rugby player for me.
I think I'd rather win a Six Nations. That'd just be an amazing feeling, because obviously you build with the squad and it's boys you wouldn't normally play with, so yeah.
Play a Champions Cup.
Six Nations, definitely.
Football. I wish I was a bowler. But I'm so bad. I'm awful.
I love playing basketball. Other than rugby, it's fun. It's as fun as rugby. But I enjoy it.
Golf. Travel the world, playing golf. It's a hell of a life, that.
I think I should say making tackles, as I'd probably say that's my job, but because I don't score many tries, scoring a try is a great feeling. Big fan of that.
My dad would probably kill me for this one, scoring tries. Yeah.
Scoring tries. There's no question about it, scoring tries.
I'd hate to say it, but Greg Fisselab, my position as well.
Oh, good question. Probably Nathan Mitchelow. He's the one to look at.
I think it's Connor Slevin. He's unreal, like, positionally, he plays really well. He's probably one of the best kickers I've seen in a long while, so I think he's a bit of a dark horse team to probably look out for.
France, Six Nations, at home, at Bath. Real tough one. We weren't as prepared as we thought we were, and they shocked us.
Yeah, France, tough pill to swallow, but yeah, they outplayed us. The pace they played at, the offloading, as everyone's probably seen, pretty hard to stop.
I think my very first men's game on loan, I was just turned 18 and I was playing, and it was a big shock to the system. About half an hour in, one of the players pinned me down and ripped my pants in half. So I think it was definitely a wake-up call to what men's rugby was going to be like on loan. But for that, I think that's probably one of the toughest ones I played in earlier this year.